Okay, how can a detail breakout be made? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite understanding that particular question. How can a detail breakout be made? I'm assuming that's of the gusset. Oh, I know what you mean. Thank you. Click. Okay, so I want to detail. Perfect. Okay, I just had to read that slow. How do I detail this individual gusset? And again, this is a multi-body part. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let me just add a second sheet. Okay, and what I can do here is initially I just need this view here to select. Okay, so I'm going to go to, I'm going to do an insert drawing view, and I'm going to do a relative to model. Alright, so I'm going to do relative to model. Notice it jumps into here because it's the main thing listed here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select the body. So I'll pick my original. Okay, and what do I want to show as the front view? So here, okay, what do I want? And we can say, well, what's, again, a left side, this little face. So once I pick that, I can hit OK. And there's my view of just that particular part. Now, you can right-click here. I could say, oops, it's upside down. I could rotate this view. Okay, so it sits up. I can play with the scaling here so it's really blown up. Okay, question also that came through while I'm doing this, because I want to do this again just to show you this. Okay, is why aren't my well beads coming up? Under the view pull down, number one, I need to have well beads turned on in my view pull down. And also, when I apply my weld bead, I need to go under model items and say I'd like, okay, to import, let's see here, we'll do the entire model in this drawing view. Down here, I'm going to pick on weld bead and or caterpillar there. Okay, and there it is right there. Okay, with that. Could be the view that's pulling at, but that's what I need in order to import those things, to see those in. I need to, again, I need to have that view pull down there with that weld bead turned on. And then I would go and detail that via those notes. Okay, but here, again, let me go ahead and, that's interesting. Oh, here we're here. There we go. Okay, something like here and here. Okay, so we could detail that out. Again, we could project another view of this. So front view projected, right side there, and get my thickness. Okay, and again, my individual heights. Okay, it was something like that. Now, I keep picking up these caterpillars there. There we go. So here to here, and we'll call that out as TYP as well. All right, when we see the appropriate views with here, as far as also, it's an annotation, so you can change the color on there and bring those, again, those notes in. Okay, in here. All right. All right, so another great question. How do we move a detail? And this is, again, this is not just weldments. This is anything. Okay, I'm going to go here. And what I need to do, remember how we would move a drawing view to a second sheet. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find out which view this is. This is drawing view 2 and drawing view 3. So I'm going to select these in my tree, hold my control key, select them, and then click and drag. And basically, again, just the same symbol you see here when you do a reorder. I'm just going to hover over sheet 2, drop it, Okay, I'm going to hit Control Q here. Those details disappeared. And now I'll go over here to Sheet 2, and those appear in that same place. Okay, with it. Now, the only thing I see happen occasionally here, notice how it basically kind of disconnected. Okay, with that, we can take here, and like I said, we can right-click, alignment, align horizontal. These have the same, again, on origin here, and we can get those two lined up. So that's the only thing occasionally I see with projected views when you move those over. A lot of times, like a detail view is just a single thing. In this particular case, when we have this and we move those over, they temporarily become disconnected. So we just got to slap those alignments back.